I'm about to die.
No, you're not.
The weight.
To make good.
The weights are about to die.
The weights will explode.
Either the weights, my limbs, or the heart will explode. That's science. We just mixed up this pre-workout thanks to Ricky's peer pressure. See, I had this Rockstar Pure Zero Game Changer left over on the counter from last night. There was just like that much liquid left in it. So I was like, hey, let me use it because that's not gross at all. And then Ricky talked me into trying his Mr. High today. So I'm trying that. That's Ricky's, and he peer pressured me into that. And then, of course, I mixed my standard 3XL isotoric creatine in there for my daily dose of creatine. Been steadily addicted to creatine since 2009. Started off as a weekend warrior, and it became a problem. So I mixed my isotoric 3XL in there per usual to get that taste, flavor, and color. We have a PR setting, muscle popping heart attack in a bottle. Do not try this at home. So guys, I just got home from making a Walmart run. Had to get a few more last minute office supplies and whatnot. Also found a new flavor of the Game Changer, mango orange passion fruit. No idea if that's new or not, and if it is new, apparently I'm just behind, but it's new to me. Also, fun fact guys, I kind of knocked these Ani slip-ons before, but I found myself wearing them more often than like anything else. Like, they're just so easy to put on and so comfortable to slip on that I've actually not only been wearing them just like when I have to go out and get the mail or when it's cold in the house, I've actually just slid them on really quick and gone out in them, and they're just so comfortable. I actually brought them to the gym one time because I didn't feel like lacing up and tying my other ones. I was that lazy. I just brought these to the gym and lifted in them because they are the same exact shoe as like the regular Ani high tops. They're just slip-ons. So I retract my initial making fun of them, and I actually do like them a lot. The discount code does work for these as well, if interested. Of course, the website is in the info box below, but that's just a little fun fact in those. So what I really want to show you guys is I got this package here from Slingshot. Now, over the weekend, out in Vegas, I met Silent Mike in person finally, and he's been the homie taking care of me, generously sending me out, you know, the Slingshot, the hip circles, and I told him about my patella. Right here, this guy. I told him about my patella pain after squatting heavy, and he recommended the cuffs. So he brought me into the booth at the Olympia, and I tried on the cuffs, and I got the 11 reds. I don't know if that's how they're sized on the actual site or not, but at the booth they were labeled by number, so I got the 11 reds, and then he gave me a blue one to put externally on my over my knee sleeves. So this one you would wear, like this one will be perfect for deadlift time. I'll slide it right on here. It'll be nice and tight. And these blue ones are a little bit bigger, so these I can actually slide over my knee sleeves. So when I have my SBD knee sleeves on while squatting, I can just put these right on over them, and it'll keep some nice pressure on my patella. Typically, if you have knee pain, it's being caused either by your ankle or your hip. In my case, it's the ankle. And if you have like ankle pain or hip pain, a lot of times it can be caused by your knee. So it's usually the opposite of what you think. So that's pretty cool. Big shout out to Slingshot and Silent Mike. I also finally got to meet Mark Bell. Well, not like meet officially. I technically met him back in 2012. I had a video with him quickly at the Olympia Expo when I tried out the Slingshot back when it like first came out. But like I officially met him this time. He had no clue who I was, like at all. It was heartbreaking, ego destroying. And then I told him what I do and who I am and everything, and he was like, "Oh, it's cool," but like he did not seem to care at all. Ah, so sad. But either way, still love the guy, and I love the company, so that's a cool little update in the Slingshot. Cuffs. These are the cuffs. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah.
What do you think is more impressive? Somebody who's super strong or somebody who's just super ripped and jacked?
Super strong all day. All day.
What do you guys think? Someone who's super strong or super jacked? See, this question came from a comment that I got in my last video. Somebody said, "Nick, no hate, love your strength, but let's be real, man. What's really impressive is seeing somebody super jacked up, looking like a manimal in the gym. That sets them apart from the average people." And I respectfully disagreed. I said, in my opinion, anybody can restrict their calories long enough to get abs. That's just the patience game. And then if you have good genetics and juice, anybody can get as big as they want. But in my opinion, it's more impressive to see somebody lifting superhuman weight, like just with crazy superhuman animalistic strength that only superheroes do. To me, being strong as hell is just insane. That's just my opinion. But then again, I guess it's all personal preference and opinion. There is no one right or wrong answer. So with that, I ask you, what's more impressive to you? Looking really, really good or being strong as hell? And obviously, we all know the best combination is Ronnie Coleman, who looked really good and was strong as hell, and Dan Green, who looks really good and strong as hell. But just for argument's sake, just for debate's sake, if you had to pick just one, which one would you pick? Strong as hell or just looking good as hell, but not really being able to lift that much weight in general or be that strong or impressive physically? Dun dun dun. We can get it poppin' like a semi-automatic, and if you got beef, I put the biscuit on the patty. Rockstar tatted. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brandon Campbell. Just kidding, I'm way taller than that little manlet. So today we're doing some bench pressing. I don't know why I have Brandon Campbell's voice stuck in my head. I really just want to see if I could do his impression at all. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brandon Campbell, and today I'm doing lifting. So today we're doing 3 sets of 3. This is finishing up week number 4 or 3. This is finishing up the max overload week of Johnny Candido's 6-week program, but it's been modified to fit me on the bench pressing days. And that program is up on my website. I'm finally getting around to updating it. I apologize for the delay. Sorry for the wait. So we're doing 3 sets of 3, and this is my heaviest 3x3 that I'm doing. And my goal was to hit 315 for 3 sets of 3 pause reps, and I did just that. So please excuse my lame little dancing in the beginning of every single set. That's not to look cool or show off, even though I'm going to get a ton of comments being like, this guy's such a cocky douche. I'm in a basement by myself. It was to completely just rally my own mind up, break the wall of nerves down, get the confidence going inside of me, and just allow me to beast through this weight without any sort of nerves or fear inside my body at all. Dance it off, guys. It works, I swear. So this may not be super impressive to a lot of you, but for me, it is genuine progress. And I'll tell you what, it is always amazing to see actual physical progress take place. 6-7 weeks ago, when I was on my last max OT week of this training cycle, my heaviest 3x3 was done with the same weight, 315 pounds, but it was for hard tap and goes. So you fast forward only 6 weeks later, 1 training cycle later, thanks to all the pause reps, tricep work, floor presses, everything that I've incorporated into my routine to make my bench stronger, I'm now able to do the same weight for clean pause reps for my 3x3. That is some amazing progress. And I'm not that good at pause reps because I'm still somewhat new to them. There's a lot of you that can probably pause rep way better than I can without even having a bigger 1 rep max than I have. It's definitely its own type of beast that you need to practice consistently. And I'll tell you what, it's funny, when you're under that weight and you go down to your chest and you go to pause, you feel like you're under there for like a full 2 Mississippis, and it's really only like 1/4 of a second. This last set kind of sped up a little bit with my pauses because I didn't have a spotter and it was getting heavy, but we finished it. That is a pause rep PR. Last one got a little rough. Emailing a little Instagram clip of that bench press session you just saw it to myself. Quickly threw the card into my computer, made an Instagram movie for it. Emailing it to myself. We'll save on my phone and apply to Instagram. So you've probably already seen it on Instagram by this time. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Nick Wright NWB. And it is like my favorite social media thing ever out of all of them. Even though my Twitter is actually really efficient to follow too, because my YouTube and my Instagram both auto-share to Twitter, and I barely tweet on Twitter. So it's actually a really good way to keep up on NWB's latest videos and Instagram posts. You just go to my Twitter timeline, you can see all of them. Scroll down my timeline, be like, oh, I missed that one. Let me click on it. That's the same as my Instagram. That's also Nick Wright NWB if you haven't caught the trend yet. So you should probably follow me on both. So now it's a little bit of overload time with the Slingshot. My first attempt, I set myself up too far down the bench, and unracking it was a beast. And I had to kind of readjust my shoulders, and I lost a lot of tightness. So I re-racked it, and I reset myself up higher up the bench so I'd be more underneath the barbell, and unracking it would go much smoother. And it worked. I was able to unrack it and keep my shoulders nice and tight. And then I was able to bang out 3 pause reps using 335. Normally what I would do with the Slingshot after my regular raw sets would be like 3 pause reps at 335. And then 3 pause reps at 345. And then perhaps like a tap and go single or a tap and go double with 355 or 365. And again, the sake is just for overload. It's just to really help you adapt to handling heavier weight. So when you finally attempt it raw, your body's kind of used to it and accustomed to it. It's kind of like force reps with a spotter. But because I didn't have a lift off, I wasn't going to risk ruining my shoulders trying to lift it off myself. So I stayed at 335 and I kept the volume lower, just 2 sets of 3 pause reps. And you can get the Slingshot at howmuchyabench.net. It's an amazing piece of equipment. I highly recommend it. So we then moved on to some rowing, and I actually did some overhead work today, some pull-ups. I did 2 sets of, I believe it was 10 reps, underhand, and then 2 sets overhand. But I only filmed 1 quick set of this because honestly, how exciting are pull-ups to watch? It's kind of like watching paint dry or somebody do CrossFit. So I did my 4 sets of pull-ups because I think calisthenics are really good for just boosting overall strength. And then I moved on to floor pressing. Another amazing asset to the bench press. I've gone over it a million times. But in case you missed it, using 85% of your floor press max, 2 sets, 5 reps. This really helps strengthen up the lockout portion of your bench, which you will see me struggling with a lot of times, as well as other lifters. Usually it's that halfway up the rep that everybody tends to get stuck at and stall out on. Finish it off by smashing some triceps with the god of all gods of tricep exercises, the close grip bench press. 2 sets, 6 reps with 245. I forgot to put my shoes on, and I was in socks here, and I was sliding around because of that, so I only got 5 reps out of that first set. So I threw on shoes, and I got myself re-amped up, as you just saw me screaming to the gods, and I banged out my set of 6 here. Foot placement and foot drive is everything, guys, so if you're sliding your chubby little feet around in socks like I just was a second ago, you're going to leak a lot of power, especially if you've done a lot of high-volume, heavy benching already in your workout. But man, I love close grip pressing. So 2 sets, 6 reps there. And that wraps up this entire workout. That is the week of overload training done. So I still got to continue doing orders for today. Stopped everything I was doing to get the workout in. We had a good load go out of these beach shirts yesterday. So please keep, if you want to support me or the channel, I just got chalk in that one, but that's fine because I actually have to take this large out of the pile because my friend Nick wants one. So that chalk one will be his. But if you guys want a B-shit shirt, they're only $20, shipping to every single country, and I really appreciate the support because it does help support me tremendously. Not to mention it's a cool shirt to spread around. So please like this video for peace and prosperity. I gotta go cook chicken now. Please comment below. Just chat. I don't know. I like you chatting. And I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe now. Peace. Mwah. Home gym out. Justin, you awake? Oh, man. He texted me and told me he was coming to crash. And I come upstairs and he's passed out by 3:30 in the afternoon. This is the result of hanging out with your ex-girlfriend in the morning, doing hard drugs, drinking 151, and smoking weed all at once. Moral of the story is, nothing to do with the substances. Don't hang out with your ex-girlfriend. He's out. I wonder if a smelling salt would wake him up. Should we try it?